What's up everyone, my name is NINAAD and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company, and I'm also a student of the Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how patent laws can help speed up the vaccination program, and that is the vaccination production program in India. So let's get started. Now, with the onset of the second wave of the pandemic in India, with talks of a third wave in progress, the entire world is in a dire state. Although vaccines are now available, which act as a ray of hope for a lot of people for returning to normalcy, they haven't come by without their own set of problems. As for the month of May, that is 2 months ago, India has only been able to vaccinate around 15% of its population, with only about 3% of those receiving the second dose. That is a complete vaccination program. Hence, it is no secret that India is clearly at a shortage of vaccines, and there is no other way to cope up with that than for India to ramp up the indigenous production of vaccines to help its population get through this terrifying pandemic. From the IP perspective, the situation mostly involves the use of patent laws and their judicious application, taking into account all sorts of necessities induced by the current situation. Now, patent laws can indeed be utilized to give a boost to the current vaccine production program, and this can help in increasing the production scale of the vaccines. Now, Section 3(1) of the Indian Patent Act of 1970 already excludes from patentability any process for the medicinal, surgical, curative, prophylactic, or any other treatment of human beings, or any other process for a similar treatment of animals or plants to render them free of any sorts of disease or to increase their economic value or that of their products. Hence, although the center has a conflicting stand on this matter, this provision can certainly be used to declare the vaccine production process as an extremely important medical process for human disease treatment, and as such, it cannot be deemed patentable, and which can help in increasing the scale of production by distributing the production rights among a lot of pharma companies. Now, another important provision under patent laws is that of compulsory or voluntary licensing. As of now, the Indian Council for Medical Research owns the right pertaining to the production of the vaccine Covaxin, that is. Essentially, this patent is in the hands of the government itself. Under Section 83 of the Indian Patents Act, the government has the power to issue compulsory licenses regarding any patents in force during a national emergency or to facilitate public non-commercial use. This government can also further authorize specific companies to use an existing patent to save the state's purposes. Now, of all the vaccination programs in India, Covaxin manufacturing has the lowest production run and Bharat Biotech has the lowest global coverage overall. An immediate patent relaxation or even compulsory licensing provides an advantage to Bharat Biotech and the government as well. In the short term, it kickstarts the production of the vaccine in bulk and creates economies of scale without needing the company to invest in it by itself in an expensive expansion of the capacity of production. In the bigger picture as well, this opens new markets for the company, that is Bharat Biotech, not for such generic knockoffs that Indian Pharma generally produces, but for its mature cutting edge made in India research. Now, while a license may not be the best way to deal with a pandemic situation because governments need to verify and issue every such license on a case to case basis, and each government has to do so on their own. However, it could be a powerful way to get out of the patent impasse, that is, at least until the World Trade Organization accepts the proposal of India and 8 other countries to exempt the member states from enforcing patents and other intellectual property rights for a limited period of time on substances related to the treatment and elimination of COVID-19. Licensing can thus become an overall powerful public health tool to work around concerns or any insufficient supply of important pharmaceutical products all over the world. Now, these are just some of the many ways that can be utilized to help our country rise up to the struggles and difficulties that it currently faces. It is something that can be only rendered possible if the people responsible to exercise the power that has been bestowed in their hands and the vigilance towards their country and citizens. Such a pragmatic course of action in lieu of the situation is definitely bound to bring in good returns in the longer run. Now that is all for the video. If you learned something from it, do consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Also, definitely comment down below any sorts of questions, any opinions that you might have regarding the video. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one.